What's good, y'all? So I just had an interesting little walk / stroll here in my home away from home in Arizona, in my little park / beach combination I got going on here. And that really made me want to just sit down and do some reflecting, which I've been doing for the past hour or some change. But, I got to a final conclusion that I wanted to share with y'all. But before we get into that, let me just do a little bit of talking to lead up to it. One of the things I've observed about myself is I've noticed that I don't sway in either direction when it comes to success or failure. You know what I'm saying? If I do something dope, it's like, cool, I did it. Okay, what's next? You know what I'm saying? Or if I fail, well, there's no L's in life. It's only, you can call them losses or you can call them lessons. Which L's are you taking? You know what I mean? So I don't get supremely put down and bent out of shape if I don't succeed in accomplishing a goal. But I also don't let it go to my head if I accomplish something that was really dope. It's like, okay, you did that. What's next? That just keeps you always hungry. That keeps you from becoming complacent. But I've noticed too, I wanted to focus a little bit more on the fact that even when good things come my way, I don't get my head in the clouds like, oh my God, I'm so blessed. Oh my God. No, I'm blessed. This is why these things are coming into my life. See, everything's backwards with me. It's like I am the source. Therefore, everything I experience is based off of a thought form in my mind. So what I choose to believe is what will be reflected in my physical reality. Okay? Common sense type of stuff. But for example, right on this walk, one of the things I'm starting to notice is I get a lot of compliments, especially when I'm letting my human solar panelness, shine in the bright light. You know what I'm saying? I'm a pretty dude. I'm working on the 8-pack. I feel great. You know what I mean? But the thing is, I don't go out here seeking attention. I don't go out here, flexing like that. No, I'm literally just trying to absorb the sun. That is all I'm doing. If I happen to look good doing it, then hey, I'm glad you can appreciate beauty when you see it. You know what I'm saying? But it's like I don't go out here looking for attention. It just comes to me. That goes into one of my other mantras and affirmations. I chase nothing in this life anymore. I don't chase anything. Why would I chase it? If I'm chasing it, that means it's running away from me. Everyone's chasing the bag, chasing love, chasing this, chasing that. Yeah, you're chasing it. It's running away from you. Well, where's the thrill in that? No, I like having what I'm having so I can move on to the next thing. I'm all about crossing things off my list. Not chasing something that doesn't want to be in my life. I'm good. People be like, oh yeah, back in my day, I was out chasing girls. You were chasing girls. Okay. Sure, you might hit some home runs, but I'm sure you struck out many a times too. I don't chase nothing. It's like I'm the executive voice in my own world. I am the judge and the jury in my world. When I don't chase things, opportunities come to me. And then I say, and I practice my discernment in deciding whether or not this is the best thing for me at this current point in time or not. So for example, there was a group, and don't get me wrong, they were a little bit out of my age bracket, but nevertheless, it was a group of girls. It was 5 of them, a couple guys mixed in there, but they were all staring at me like it was the second coming to Jesus, And then they just kept telling me, oh my God, you're fine as fuck. They just kept saying that. And in my head, I'm like, cool, thank you. In the back of my head is more so, why is it never groups of girls my age are saying this shit? But, you take what you can get sometimes, but nevertheless, I was like, all right, keep your distance. They're young. We don't want no pictures being taken out of context. All right, thank you. Have a good day. Don't get me wrong. It boosts the ego a little bit. So, okay, cool. I'm on the right track. But then I just go right back into my thought. I don't hang on certain things like, oh, I got a compliment from a group of girls. No, that's been my whole life. You know what I'm saying? So that's just been my whole life. It's just becoming more pronounced because I'm loving myself. I am the source point in my life. Don't get me wrong. Sometimes you have to place yourself in different environments. I don't consider that chasing. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes, life just gives you shit because that's your frequency that you're tuned into. When I start to love myself more, my physical reality started to love me more. But then also too, and I'm gonna get to my main point here in a second, but then the bad side of this little thing. So as I was walking, there's this guy, Terry, and he's always trying to get me to come visit his bar, bar, club, whatever. He's always promoting stuff. Hey, there's live music over here. Hey, yeah, there's a bunch of girls over here. Oh man, they're shaking asses and everything, bro. And I'm like, all right, cool. Then you know what I'm saying? But I humor him because he's cool. You know what I'm saying? He's Terry. I don't know nothing about him, but he's Terry. Right? But Terry was standing next to a dude that had a big old swastika on his stomach, and I was like, okay. And I just gave him a head nod because I don't know I don't judge. I really don't. You know, that could be like a past thing that you don't want to cover up, kind of like the rebel flags these days. That's Southern history to some people. Who am I to judge? You know what I'm saying? But nevertheless, it's like, I don't judge a man based off of tattoos. I judge everybody based off of their character. You can have a whole swastika and I'll have it. Well, I don't drink, but you know what I'm saying? Like, using the phrase, I'd have a beer with you. You know what I'm saying? It's like, because then we could just like spit philosophy and both of us can learn something about one another. That's just how I am. There's no hate in my heart no more. You know, don't get me wrong. I have the warrior side in me if I have to like turn up in that regard, you know, but it's like, I have no hate in my heart. If you choose to be full of hate, then you have fun with the karma that accrues. Very simple. You know, the damage that the universe can do is like insurmountable. It's like, I am nothing in comparison to what God, Jesus, Buddha, Allah, Gaia, universe, source, whatever can do to you. Because universe, source, God, all of them can get you in different lives. Me in this physical, I can only get you right here, right now in the physical, which means absolutely nothing. So you go around being a hateful person. You go around being an envious person. You go around wishing death and hardship upon other people, and watch what happens to you in your future lives. But I'm just a hippie that's talking about future lives and stuff like we reincarnate. No, death is final. Okay, we'll see. We'll see. You know, lastly, kids. You know what I'm saying? So when I came back to the quiet side of the park, you know, there was like some kids just yelling a whole bunch of cuss words, like they just figured it out, like they just figured out cuss words. And you could tell these were like, you know, freshman, sophomore in high school type of stuff, when cussing is still cool for you, you know. But like, I heard him drop a couple of M-bombs a couple of times. And I can't lie, they saw me, so they shut up for a little bit, and they thought I left, so they started saying them again. Like, just started yelling them to back and forth. First of all, I don't understand why white people love calling themselves niggers so bad, but whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't get me wrong, there ain't too many of us out here, so they're a little bit more comfortable. This is something I learned when I was in college. When they get a little comfortable, they like dropping these words because the people that this would offend the most aren't around. You know, but if you have to change up your behavior around a certain group of people, are you really acting right, or are you being truthful to yourself? Okay, so maybe you should watch your fucking mouth, children out there. You know, you gamers out there that love type obscenities in the chat because you think you're anonymous. Anybody can be touched in this world. I'm not here to promote, you know, hatred or violence or anything like that, but I just wanted to remind y'all. Some dude can hack your email, you hack your IP address and figure out where you are. You think you have anonymity, you do not. It's like, if I was back in my old college days, I would have been over there having a quick little conversation with him. You know, just a little talk, you know what I'm saying? It's like, hey, there's 6 of y'all here, but I only got to hurt one of you to put the fear of God in all of y'all. So which one of y'all wants to be that? See, I started putting myself back in this situation, but y'all see where my mind was at a certain point. Anywho, you know, one of the funny things that I found, and this is like my big little aha moment, is like, you know, a lot of people, especially men, like, we want to be, you know, I want to be, oh, I'm alpha, oh, I'm rich, oh, the bitches love me, oh, blah, 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 blah. I love putting the caveman jock voice to that type of mentality, because, like, sure, it's nice to have money, it's nice to have wealth, it's nice to get a little attention from the opposite sex, whatever, cool, whatever, that's fine, whatever, you know, but, like, that's it? That's all you want? You know, you want all these physical things that will fade with your beauty, that will fade with your wallet? That's what you want? I want something a little bit more permanent. You know, like how I say that there's such things as the truth and their truth. There's a lowercase t truth and a capital T truth, you know? And pretty much, like, a lowercase truth is your truth right now. Right now, it's like, you think that video games are life. Some of you think that ball is life. Some of you think that your Instagram followers really matter. Some of you care about this thing because this is your truth, your lowercase t truth right now. But the truth can change. But then that elevates you to my understanding of truth, that the truth doesn't change. So what you've been believing in, sure, it was your truth, but you're a little person in the grand scheme of things. We're just little light beings floating around, living a physical experience right now. So your little t truth will change. Therefore, was it ever the truth? I don't believe so. I try to focus on things that are the capital T truth, the things that will stand the test of time, you know, or at least past my lifetime. You know what I'm saying? That's the best I can do for now until I remember who I am at the cosmic levels. You know what I'm saying? But nevertheless, my capital T truth that I've been realizing, that I've been stepping into more and more and more, is how some people say, I want to be rich, I want to be a lawyer, I want to be a pro player, I want to be blah, 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 blah. You know, I want to be a model, I want to be a chef, I want to be a chef. That's all fine and dandy. Do you. It's your life. But I chose to become magical. I want to be magical. Some people want to be handsome. Some people want to be attractive. Some people want to be sex magnets. No, I want to be magical. And I've been seeing that in my life more and more and more. The right things and the right people always show up in my life at the perfect time. Why? Because I am the source point. I am magical. Therefore, my physical reality has to reflect what I truly believe about myself. I am magical. I'm quite literally magical if y'all give a damn about zodiacs and stuff. If y'all have a deeper understanding besides something that you saw on Instagram or BuzzFeed. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm a cusper. You know, it's like I am a Gemini Cancer cusp. Literally the cusp of magic. I wonder why I'm so freaking different. Okay. But it's like, you know, it's like that's one of the things. I don't know much about zodiacs, but that was just a cool fact I learned about myself and I just roll with it. But it's like I chose to become magical because, like I said, everything just happens at the perfect time. You know, people like value quantity over quality in this life. I'm the opposite, as most of us are. You know, I'm quality over quantity. I've said before that things come in my things come in my life in waves. Like there's like potency. How you doing? It's like, you know, things come in my life like in levels of potency, and then they just have to dilute over time. I get like huge downloads, huge like little care packages from life. Boom. All right, make this work until your next one. You see what I'm saying? And I roll off of that and I extrapolate every drop of information I could get from that care package. But okay, I got this lesson, I got this download. Oh, I got a gift. Ah, nice. It's kind of like a gift like when you were in college. You know, shout out to mom, shout out to grandma. You know, like they always sent little gifts from time to time when I was in college. That's pretty much what it was like. There's a little gifts. There's like, you know, something useful, something that you can eat, you know, some type of cookies, some snacks, and then like a little note of wisdom. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much what life has been giving me. This is why I chose my family. This is why I chose my parents. Because especially my grandma and my mama, you know, of course my dad too. My dad's more so when we're in person. That's just how we click more when we're in person. But like with mom and grandma especially, sending me little texts, sending me little gifts from time to time, sending me always like little notes of wisdom. You know what I'm saying? That's why I picked them. Because I knew that this side, like the feminine aspect of my family would treat me this way and the masculine aspect would have this impact in my life, you know? When people like see, like I was telling my friend like a story the other day, he said, how the fuck does this type of stuff always happen to you? I'm like, bro, I'm magical. I wish you would understand that. Like, I don't have to go outside. I don't have to go up to the bar to find a pretty woman. I don't have to go, you know, here to find this. I don't have to go climb 18 freaking thousand mountains to find a fucking gemstone. No, I'm gonna find it sitting in the park. It fell out of some dude's bag that didn't know what he had. You know what I'm saying? Everything I need comes to me. Go read the book, The Alchemist. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. This is what got me so, this is why I've been geared towards this type of stuff, because I wanted to bring the true magic into my life. Not the bunny out of the hat routine, not the pigeon out of a sleeve. You know, no, I wanted real magic in my life. And what people don't understand about magic is it's a lot more subtle in the early stages. You know, I still call this the early stages, you know, because when I can start doing some real magical stuff, oh, it's going to be different. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be flexing on YouTube. I can't lie, but hey, yo, you can do it too. Look at this. Eventually. We ain't there yet though. But nevertheless, it's like I wanted my life to be more magical. And when I got a better understanding of what magic is, it's not necessarily like Spectro Patrona, Azarath, Metreon, Zinthos, like Raven from Teen Titans. By the way, my favorite character of all time from Teen Titans was Raven. You know, it's like, it's more subtle. It's like a, what's the word I'm looking for? More so like dainty. You know, it's not like a freaking like an ox in the China shop or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Or however that phrase goes. It's more like just like creeping up on you in the most funny, playful way possible. Like, there you go. Ah, look at him. He saw it. He saw it. Ah, he got the note. He got the sign. He got the blessing. He got the blissing. You know, all the above and all the et cetera. He saw it. Cool. And when you have, it's almost like that fairy from Zelda, you know, like with the Link's little friend, always floating around and giving you little tidbits, guiding you in the right direction, all that type of stuff. It's always around you because you're surrounded by life. You're surrounded by magic because everything already exists. Everything that you want already exists in your world. You just have to match the frequency of it. Like I said before, like we've been saying a lot of times to those of us that speak about the law of attraction manifestation, it's like tuning into the radio. All the radio stations are there. You just gotta tune into it, and now you're listening to whatever it is that you want. Now you're tuned into the frequency of what you wanted to experience through your ear holes. You see what I'm saying? I just tuned the knob to life. I want life to be magical. I want life to be peaceful. I want life to be calm. Okay. And there you go. But some of y'all are over here trying to manifest things and you already got it. Where is it? Why don't I have it yet? Why is it taking so long? What are you talking about? Your Amazon Prime deliveries thing said it was shipped 3 days ago, and you just never checked the mail. You know what I'm saying? It's like a lot of people are expecting their manifestations to come down from the sky and like a beam of light, like some beam me up Scotty type of stuff. When, I mean, sure, it's possible that that could happen. I'm not going to say anything's impossible, but that's not how it works, at least in the beginning stages, or at least in the stage where I'm at. Let's just put it like that. Some of y'all might be having some real mythical, experiences out there. Like, bring me with you. I'm trying to see that. I'm seeing the subtle stuff. Nah, I want to see a whole dragon doing little freaking loop-de-loops in the sky. I'm ready to see that. I'm ready to see the ships. I can see them in the cloaked, the cloaked cloud version. You know what I'm saying? But it's like I don't have that sight yet. But I'm ready. I'm ready for it. But if you have to say you're ready, you're not ready. Okay, yeah, whatever. Anywho, when it comes to these types of things, once again, this also goes into, and I'll make a different video about this probably tomorrow, but it's like you have to be careful about the words that you utter. You have to be careful about the thoughts that you have. A few years ago, around this time, I was depressed. I was drinking my problems away. I was sad. I was cussing myself out in the mirror. Now I mind my own business and things come to me. Now I mind my own business and girls be coming up to me, giving me compliments. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm at this point where like I see wealth when everyone is seeing problems. I see, or like the economic catastrophe. I see the real news before it hits the news. I see everything I need to see, and I meet everybody that I need to meet by me just doing my own thing and focusing on myself, not focusing on what I don't have and being very appreciative for what I do have. That's why gratitude is such an important lesson to be learned. You need to be in a state of gratitude more than anything. Screw all the magical stuff. Just learn how to be grateful for what you got. You got 2 shoes on your feet, cool. You got a hole in that shoe, okay, that's ventilation. Now my toes can breathe. You see what I'm saying? It's like people always are like living in the world of lack because you're looking at these people faking, like these rappers, singers, artists, songwriters, whatever. It's like you're looking at them like, oh, I wish I had that. Oh, I would. Why? Why do you want what somebody else has already? Like random little guy fact. But like why do you want the chick? Why do you want the guy that everyone's been with? I don't understand that. Damn, she bad, bro. Yeah, I want to get with her. Why do you want something that everybody else had? Don't get me wrong. I like the thrift store, and I don't judge people for being like sexually explorative. I don't judge in that regard. Ain't no slut shaming on my end. I'm just saying, why don't you get someone different? Why don't you get someone that no one knows about? So and ain't no one all up in their DMs. That just alleviates so many other problems. But I live my life backwards. I get it, but I live my life backwards, and it seems like my life is going forward faster than some of y'all that think y'all are only just moving next step ahead, forward. What's forward when time isn't real? You see what I'm saying? What is forward? You know what I'm saying? It's like I just live in the place of existence. I just am. I am that I am. But you have to be careful of those words that you utter, those thoughts that you entertain about yourself. I am fat. I am lazy. No one wants me. Oh, I'll never be rich. Why? Why are you doing that to yourself? And I will make this its own video, but let's just do a quick exercise. For those of you that saw my brain dump, you know where this is going. All right. But it's like I'll probably make a different, like a whole separate video just to prove this point. But let's just do a quick exercise real quick for those of you that made it this far. We have 60 seconds in every minute. We have 60 minutes in an hour. We have 24 hours, and 7 of those is a week, and a bunch of those is a month, and a bunch of those is a year. But let's just take a hot minute, real quick. Quite literally, let's just take a minute to realize how truly long a minute is. So we're just gonna sit here in silence for a whole minute. And I'm doing this on purpose. I'm doing this to show y'all something. So we're just gonna sit here for a minute. Enjoy. Feel free to fast forward if you want. You catch my drift? So how, for those of you that actually have the patience to sit there for 60 seconds, how long did that feel, right? Now, with the way I just broke down this thing that we call time, you are spending all of your free time filling that void right there with negative self-talk. Now imagine that 1 minute and stretch that out 60 more times. Then stretch that 60 times again by 24, then 7, then 52 for the year. And you think that your life is going to be all sunshine and rainbows? I can't wait to make that its own video. But nevertheless, for those of you that skip through it, you see, you just skipped out on the whole exercise. You missed the whole point because you're trying to move too fast. You couldn't sit still for a whole minute. And you think that you're going to have enough awareness to see what's going on in your life? Slow your ass down and your life becomes magical. You know, the words that you use are what you will see. So I am a lawyer. Okay, well, what do you do every day? You're a lawyer. Huh, go figure. Oh, I'm a doctor. Oh, did you think that you becoming a doctor happened first and then you could call yourself a doctor? Or were you working towards this to get that degree the entire time? You see what I'm saying? You already agreed to what you became already. So the same way that you can agree to go to a certain place or to like fulfill a certain occupation, well, you can agree to be living in a certain frequency. It's the same shit. You know what I'm saying? If you are a lawyer and someone calls you a doctor, you'll be like, no, I'm a lawyer. Why did that ring so wrong with you? Because it didn't match the correct frequency. It wasn't the proper word to describe what you are, right? So start telling yourself what you are. Use those 60 seconds to tell yourself what you are now. I am happy. I am blissful. My life is magical. Be like me. I just chose to say I am magical. I am a doctor. I am a lawyer. I am happy. I am confident. I am magical. Till the next one. Peace.